Good morning, good evening, everyone. Today we have our student, Dr. Angel Sunny, with us, and she accepted a pre-match in pediatrics. So we wanted to sit down with her and understand how she approached the match and what tips does she have for the future applicant. So welcome, Sunny.
Hello everyone out there. My name is Angel Sunny. I am a Sarthi Platinum student, and here I am. I would like to discuss, my journey and to share my journey, and I hope this helps. And thank you so much, Pavan, for having me here. It's a great opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So let's get started with your introductions. Give us some
I
background
graduated
about
from India in 2017, then moved to US in 2019. Since then, have started preparing for my USMLE exams, applied for this cycle match season, and accepted a pre-match offer in pediatrics at a New York program. So,
Okay. So this was your first match cycle?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Let's talk about your journey, some kind of an overview. When did you finish your exams? How many rotations
As I mentioned, so 2019, I started my step one preparation. So I finished all exams around 2021, June, that time. And immediately an ECFMD certified before September. So that was my journey for 2022 cycle application. Then around meantime, when I was preparing for my exam, I was also doing my externship, and I exclusively did only pediatrics because I wanted to, focus on that field as such. So no other rotations. So I have 8 months of pediatric externships in outpatient clinic side. I also had started doing research with Sarthi team in pediatrics that time. And then also around that time, I did volunteering and started doing case reports in pediatrics around this time. So I prepared myself to meet all the criteria in the application. So I was taking everything together for the applications.
Okay, so let's dig a bit deeper into this as your preparation for the pediatrics match. So you said 8 months of rotations, research. So everything you focused on pediatrics.
Yes.
Okay. And when it came to rotations, was it a mix of externships and observerships? Which states, cities? Give us some sense of how you went about it.
So since I am a visa requiring candidate, I knew I need to really curtail my options. And so I learned that I will be high probability of me matching into a pediatric program will be in the East Coast area. So then I started applying for externship there. So I did not go into in university hospital. I only did my externship in outpatient pediatric clinics.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I did there, like I did network a lot with residents, with the doctors there from their current residents that they know, or I'll go to the programs in and around that area. Let's say if I'm in New York, and then I go to the program websites and see what's their recent PG Y1, Y2, Y3, and then I start looking into mutual friends, and then I start emailing them and try to contact network with every one of them. And most of the time, it's positive response that I receive. That is something that I really wanted to tell you all out there. So initially I was really shy because I remember Pavan used to tell me after my scores, he used to like, Angel, you really need to network. And initially I was not that good, but later on I got used to it. Okay, I learned how to network. So when you talk to a resident, what you should be doing is ask about the USMLE journey and ask about why pediatrics to them. And then also ask how is the program why that program that you chose, and how are you feeling in that program right now. So talk about all these things and get their input, and all these helped a lot towards during my application and during interview as well. So networking was one of the other thing that I did too.
So that's a very good suggestion. Ability to network or learning how to network as a visa seeking applicant. What are some of the other challenges you overcame? You said initially you were shy. What were some of the other
First of all, year of
challenges,
graduation.
hurdles?
So this cycle, I was 5 years from my graduation. So before moving to US, I was working in India. So they definitely like that work experiences since graduation in your application. So that
I
was
see.
positive. And after moving here, also I was active in externship, and that helped. Then next one was visa requiring candidates. So as I mentioned, so I looked into where I will be matching probably. So work around that state or like that area and network a lot with the residents there. Then third thing was the scores. I would say I had an average score. So always try to improve one after the other. Like for the step one, if you are not good, then try to improve your next exam scores. And before September, try to have all the steps done and ECFMG certified. And if possible, try to finish step 3. But yeah, it unfortunately I couldn't, but I tried to finish it in December. So right now I have completed, but if possible, try to do it before September, I would say. Then I did not had any research experiences when I started like in 2019. So then that was that's the time when I contacted Sarthi and I got into a pediatric research team, and that really helped. And also I did not had any publications to that time. So what I did it during the externship, when I see some good cases in the coming to the outpatient clinic, I talk to the doctor and get the patient's permission, then start writing case reports on that, and looked around on online conferences that's happening around that time. So I was able to publish in that, able to publish through that conferences and abstracts. And also there is a website called curious.com where you can submit your case reports and they will peer review it and then they'll publish it. So these are some things that I did to overcome my challenges and to build my ERA CV.
Okay, excellent. Now, there are many students who underestimate the value of home country experience. So, can you talk a bit about how the home country experience is valuable, because you worked in the home country, and how then did you position that?
During interviews, they really like to see you function as a doctor too, right? So in ERA CV, we have written what are things that you have learned. And when in person, when you talk about it, they will be really interested in knowing and getting to know that you are a person as a doctor itself. So for me, my experiences in home country were really valuable, starting from internship. So they were really impressed in the way that, oh, you did a community job. Oh, that's good. For a community program, they really liked it. Then I had a volunteer experience in a flood relief camp. So they really, oh, wow, how did you, tell me about a little bit more about it. How was your working hours? So indirectly or directly, they'll know how passionate you are and readiness to work in difficult situations. And you as ability to function as a team, and all these are really valuable, and that everything that can translate into the US healthcare system too. So definitely home country experiences were really valuable for them.
Now let's move on and talk a bit about your application, personal statement preparation, and the interview preparation that you did with us. So talk a bit about how did you go about it, and how did our
personal statement and ERA CV is the face of your application. So personal statement talks about how personally you are attached to that particular field of your interest. And that story, people like to know what motivated you to become a pediatrician or an internist like that. And ERA CV is to know how professionally you are as a doctor. And these two will, even the program, it's basically a compatibility between you and the program, like both professionally and personally, how it suits, how it fits together. So it is definitely very important. And so Sarthi team has helped me in their editing service, has been really helpful in looking into my PS, my ERA CV, and how to professionally curtail it to a point where it has all the information that is required and not a lot too. So that was very important that Sati team has helped a lot in that. And then for interviews, I would say it's where you're going to face the interview. So once after the CV and PS. So that time you'll only hardly get 15 minutes with each interviewer. And in that 15 minutes, you need to give as much as possible information about you, but with, professionally, and it should be in a way that they would remember you at the end of the day. So Sarthi's team had, I'm a platinum student. So the Sarthi's team had a mock interview session where students discuss with Pavan or other mentors, and that really helped in preparing myself, my answers. And there was there's an mock interview with the mentors too. So that also helped, their input also helped with before the real interview session. So it was really grateful.
Well, glad for your match. Now, as we wrap up, any kind of tips for students who may be going into the match in this coming season?
To everyone out there, it's definitely a long journey and it can get stressful. So try to take help whenever you feel you need. That is one thing that I would firstly say. Then what worked really for me was networking. So talk to people, don't feel shy, and everyone, just like me, most of the resident and attendings have gone through this journey, so they know the pain and they know how stressful and how hard it can get. So talk to people. That will really help you a lot once you start this, and keep yourself updated with what changes are happening. So look into ECFMG, NRMP, and AAMC website regularly, and make sure that your application is filling in on correct timeline, because there are few parts in the application like MSPE and METS transcript that should come from med school. So keep track of it. Don't leave it to the end. If possible, try to finish your step 3 before September, so that more chance of interviews, number of interviews that be equal to more probability to match. So step 3 is again crucial. And finally, the interview preparation for interview. Work with the team group of people and prepare really well. Make a spreadsheet. That's what I did. Make a Google spreadsheet. Write your question, answer, followed by that, and highlight the points that you wanted to mention in the conversation with a different color, so that sometimes it gets harder, in the real time. So practice really well, and everything will fall into place at the end of the day. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Angel. This was very, very useful, very motivating. Hopefully other applicants will find it useful as well. And good luck in your residency now.
Thank you so much, Pavan, and thank you all for listening to me, and I hope that this helps you all. And just one more last sentence: you have come this far, not to come this far. This is something that motivated me, so fingers crossed. I hope that things will work out for everyone out there, and take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.